They locked the doors. The fire did the rest. Before dawn on March 5th, 1959, 70 black boys went to sleep, believing they would wake up to another day of punishment disguised as rehabilitation. By sunrise, 21 of them were dead. This did not happen in a war zone. It did not happen in secret. It happened at the Negro Boys Industrial School in Wrightsville, Arkansas, just 15 minutes south of Little Rock. 69 African-American boys ages 13 to 17 were padlocked inside their dormitory for the night. The doors were locked from the outside. The windows were barred. Around 4 a.m., a fire broke out in the wooden structure. What followed was panic, smoke, and the sound of boys clawing for air in a place designed to keep them contained. 48 escaped. 21 did not. Most of the boys held there were not violent offenders. Many were homeless. Some were locked up for pranks, truancy, or simply being poor and black in the Jim Crow South. This was a school in name only. In reality, it was a warehouse for children society did not want to see. The conditions were brutal. The dormitory was overcrowded with boys sleeping barely a foot apart. There were no proper bathrooms, only a bucket in the corner. The building was old, underfunded, and neglected. Safety was not a concern because their lives were not a concern. That morning, rain from earlier thunderstorms still soaked the ground. The fire's origin was never conclusively explained. What was clear is that when it started, the boys had no way out. The locks meant to control them became death sentences. The nation briefly paid attention. Newspapers described the tragedy. Officials expressed regret. Investigations were promised. But no one was held criminally responsible for locking children inside a flammable building overnight. No system was dismantled. No justice was delivered. What the fire did expose was a truth black families had always known. Institutions built for black children under segregation were designed to contain, not protect. Discipline mattered more than life. Order mattered more than safety. The irony is almost unbearable. Today, the land where the school once stood is home to the Arkansas Department of Correction Wrightsville unit. A site that once caged black boys now cages black men. The pipeline did not disappear. It simply aged. For 60 years, there was no marker, no public acknowledgement, no names etched in stone. In 2019, a plaque was finally placed to commemorate the boys who died that night. 6 decades of silence for children who never made it home. We tell this story not to shock, but to remember, because this was not an accident in isolation. It was the predictable outcome of a system that treated black childhood as disposable, a system that confused punishment with care, a system that believed locks were more important than exits. Those boys had names. They had families. They had futures stolen before they were old enough to vote, drive, or be heard. History often reduces them to numbers, but they were children, and the fire that took them did not start in 1959. It was lit by neglect, racism, and indifference long before the match was struck. We remember them now because forgetting was always part of the crime.